Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 the Dragon Tamer here, and welcome to PAVA Gamer Talk, where today we'll be talking about E3, the Sony press conference. And so you guys know, I will not, there won't be any special clips or anything like that, just this picture and my voice. I'm kind of tired and kind of meh at this point. I just have to say one thing. Maybe it's because I paused it a million times. Or maybe it's because the pacing or whatever. It just feels like this conference just took forever. It just kind of felt like sluggish and just dragged on. Ugh. You know? Just ugh. Alright. Let's start with what Sony started on. First, they started off with Destiny, which is the beta test movie started 7/17. And it's a bundle with the PS4. Right, I think that Destiny was I have no idea. I have no recollection of what Destiny was anymore. I should have wrote something down that said that, but oh well. Then there was Disorder, which I actually do remember a little bit. Apparently this is a werewolf guy, and this guy was trying to hunt the werewolf, and stuff along those lines, I'm guessing. Life's okay. And Twine. This actually, I do remember I didn't even need to write anything about. Because it stuck with me so deeply because it looked really pretty. It's apparently about like two souls who are in love but aren't able to, they aren't able to be together, unfortunately. And you're trying to help them be together a few lifetimes and yada yada yada, I guess. But only they're not really two souls. They're more like there actually are souls, and you control the actual souls. Like, what do you think a soul will look like? Well, you're wrong. Apparently, it's blue and orangish, and you're like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm tired. But it's Entwined, and it's available right now on PS4 for $9.99. So go buy it right now if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, or just look it up or something or whatever. There's Infamous Second Son DLC. It's called First Light, and it's available in August. And it's apparently about this girl, and it's actually optional whether or not you actually have the Infamous Second Son game to begin with. If you actually don't have the game, you can actually just buy the DLC, but you don't get as much as content if you just straight up buy the DLC. It's kind of cool and unique and different. I like that. Yeah, Little Big Planet 3 for the PS3. Sweets. There's new friends. There's three new friends. There's a bird that flies around, obviously. There's a little dog thing, I think, that that runs around. And there's even a what's it called? There's even this big guy who can turn into a little guy. He uses weight to his advantage. I actually think that's also pretty cool too. It's you also can play past levels as well. Past levels from other games, not just like DLC games, but they will only be like in PS4 looking and graphics and whatnot. Another game announced was Bloodborne. Again, I don't remember anything about that. Far Cry 4. Apparently it's in a country called Kyrat, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I know that name falls in there somewhere. It kind of is the Himalayan mountains. It kind of builds. This basically builds out what was said before in Ubisoft's press conference. And then we have Dead Island 2. There was a little trailer for that. Yeah. Battlefield Hardline. More little trailers and stuff for that. And apparently it's also exclusive for... It's not exclusive, but it comes out first for the PS4, which is kind of cool. Disney Infinity for the PS4 with Marvel exclusives, which is kind of cool. Magica 2. Don't really know what Magica was. It was kind of cool. Grim Fandango. A lot of people were cheering for that, and I don't know what that is either. There's a bunch of new Devolver new games. Broforce, Titan, Souls, Not a Hero, Hotline Miami, and the Talos Principle. Those all look pretty neat. Search of the Tireless Principal. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. There's also Let It Die. Apparently a zombie game of sorts. More zombie games. R2. Oh yeah, I miswrote it. RU or something. That's the 10th game that freaking Sony announced. You know, it looks pretty. It's from the same people who made whatever, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's from the same people who made that Journey game. Yeah, it's by Giant Squid. Yeah, I remember the name. I remember the gaming company, but I don't remember the name. If it was maybe easier to pronounce, maybe I would remember the freaking name. I don't. Whatever. There's also No Man's Sky. It also looks pretty cool. Each person's adventure will be different and unique. What I mean by that is that, like, say if I buy this game and I play it, my journey will be a little bit different than someone else's, simply because, like, I'll start a different plan than someone else will, which is actually pretty cool. This actually looks all really cool. And here's where it kind of slowed down, right in the kind of a little more than halfway through, but like just kind of went, dear God, when will this end? This guy came out and I just kind of went through that where I kind of got bored right away. YouTube to PS, but there is YouTube to the PS4, which is actually kind of cool. You can live broadcast and spectate games. You can also use Twitch and blah 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 blah. A bunch of free-to-play games are also ended, and Sony TVs will have access to the PlayStation library. All you need is the DualShock controller. This part I'm just kind of in PlayStation TV, which is a very confusing name for a new console, and that's what it is. It'll be this fall for $100 or $99, whatever you want to say. This is what I like to call the slow point, but it brings that back again with Mortal Kombat X, which looks pretty cool. And then it goes back down again with Powers and Ratchet Clank the movie and that stuff. And then more of a trailer of Ratchet Clank the movie, and Powers is basically a TV show exclusively for Sony. Powers is basically it's based off a comic book, which was based on a detective who lost his powers and is doing cases on powers. This is from I think from the Marvel Universe, I'm sure, or actually I think it would be this like a side thing of Marvel Universe, kind of like how the Watchmen were of the DC. The Last of Us is remastered. There's also Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain Tactical Espionage Operations. That's a freaking long-ass name. It's called Metal Gear Solid 5. Snake's, or Boss Man's, or whatever you want to call him, final mission or something like that. It would have been a lot easier. And that trailer is way too confusing to understand what the hell is going on in there, so I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And I was confused, and I honestly don't care. It was a very confusing trailer. I think that did not need to be confusing. They could have simplified it a lot easier, but they did not, and they chose to be very confusing. Especially those people who have yet to play a Metal Gear Solid game. This makes them not want to play it at all, to be honest. Only those who actually played the game would actually want to play the game. Who played the Metal Gear Solid games may want to play this game at this point, because how confusing the trailer was. GTA 5 has been remastered, I think, as well for the PS4. Not remastered, just GTA 5 for the PS4, I think. Yeah. Also, good thing about another thing about GTA is that you'll be able to download your stuff in your online accounts or online data from like PS3 and 360 over there, which is actually pretty neat. And this is where it finally ends off with Batman Arkham Knight and Uncharted 4, The Thief's End. Now, Batman Arkham Knight, in my personal opinion, looks like an unfinished project and didn't really look all that cool. It was very unimpressive to me. I've seen trailers for Batman games in the past, and I'll be perfectly honest, Batman, they have never really impressed me. You know, just the dark and just the Batman vibe. It's not enough for me, you know? I never really had a thing for Batman. It's just kind of... I mean, Batman and being dark is just not enough for me. It is for some people. Just seeing Batman does not give me hype like every other freaking person did in there. It's like, oh my god, it's Batman. I'm gonna buy this game, even if it doesn't look good. You know, just Batman alone is not hype enough for me. You know, it's kind of, you know, I'm gonna give it a chance. So I think it'll be a good game. Everyone says they love it. They think it looks like an awesome game. I'm just mad about that. And to me, and here's where it kind of ended with the hype. Uncharted 4, Thief's End, which is actually a pretty nice way to end it off. You know? That's how they ended off. It was basic, and it showed some footage of Drake in the sand waking up, and this will be for sure his final message for final mission, which is interesting. Another thing, now I'm just gonna say this right now. It's very clunky. I think this whole entire thing needed editing. Alright, what they should have done is had all this boring shenanigans right at, like they could have done it right after GTA 5. You know, here's what they should do. They did like the YouTube stuff all the way to the where I said about the PlayStation TV thing. And they should have taken the Ratchet and Clank the movie and The Last of Us and Ratchet and Clank movies and the Power stuff and placed it right after GTA and had Batman and Uncharted for last. Actually, they should have had Mortal Kombat X, Batman Arkham Knight, then Uncharted 4. That's what I think they should have done. I don't know who the hell was planning went to like announce what, but they did a crappy job out of it, and that person needs to get fired. You know, I think I'm not saying that they didn't get good stuff out. No, they did plenty of perfect stuff. They just didn't do it in the right order. If they would have done it in the right order, it would have actually been a lot better. And I think I actually would have liked it more than any other press conference. Instead, I feel like, maybe it's because of the end of the night, but I feel like this was actually the worst conference in my opinion, just on the feel of it alone. But if you actually look at the stuff they announced, I think this actually may be as good as Microsoft was. And overall, I think Microsoft had the best press conference of the nights. But that is my feelings of tonight. I'll do a final review and final summary of all tonight's stuff later on, right after this video. So, yeah. Please like, subscribe, all nonsense for future stuff and future information I will be giving you guys. I'm highlighting you stuff each and every single time there's a press conference or there's new information that I feel is vital. So, thank you everybody. I am Sam15 Dragon Tamer. Please like, subscribe, tell me how you felt about this. And I'll hopefully see you guys next time.